Hey everyone, welcome to BJBulletin, your go-to spot for straight talk on the biggest stories shaping America. I'm your host, Brandon Jones, and today is February 25th, 2026. Just one day after President Donald Trump delivered his State of the Union address last night. It was his first SOTU of the second term, clocking in as one of the longest ever at over an hour and a half, packed with boasts about the economy, borders, and global wins. But as outlets like the Associated Press, CNN, the New York Times, PolitiFact, and FactCheck.org dug in, a pattern emerged. Many key claims were exaggerated, misleading, or flat-out false. In this episode, we're unpacking the top 10 most prominent ones, what he said, the facts that contradict it, and why it matters. No spin, just the record. Let's dive right in. Misleading claim number 1. Inherited a stagnant economy in crisis. Trump opened by saying he inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy and inflation at record levels from Biden, which he's now turned around dramatically. Reality check. The economy wasn't stagnant. GDP growth under Biden was solid, around 2.5% or better annually in recent years. Inflation was at about 3% when Trump took office in January 2025, not a record. The peak was 9% in 2022, and historical highs were higher decades ago. Growth has actually moderated a bit under Trump so far. It's not the crisis he painted. Misleading claim number 2. Inflation is plummeting. Thanks to him. He said inflation is plummeting to the lowest in over 5 years due to his policies. Facts. Inflation has eased to roughly 2.4% year-over-year recently. Positive, but it's a continuation of the drop that started under Biden, from 9% peak to under 3% by late 2024. Plummeting overstates it. Prices are still rising, just more slowly. Global factors helped a lot here. Misleading claim number 3. $18 trillion in new investments. Trump claimed over $18 trillion in investments pouring in from all over the globe in his first year, versus under $1 trillion under Biden. This one's wildly inflated. Even the White House's own tally is around $9.7 trillion, mixing vague pledges, old projects, and non-investments like trade deals. Experts call much of it unrealistic or unverified. Biden-era manufacturing commitments were real and in the hundreds of billions, not trillions short. Misleading claim number 4. Gas prices below $2.30 in most states. He said gasoline is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99. Not even close. Nationwide average was around $2.94 to $2.95 during the speech. No state's average dipped below $2.37. Prices are down from inauguration levels, but sub $2 is extremely rare. This exaggerates the drop significantly. Misleading claim number 5. Foreign countries pay tariffs and could replace income taxes. Trump repeated, tariffs are paid by foreign countries and could one day replace income taxes. Econ Basics. U.S. importers pay tariffs, with most costs passed to American consumers, 90 to 95% per studies. Revenue? About $300 billion yearly, nowhere near the $2.4 trillion from income taxes. Replacement isn't feasible without huge other changes. Misleading claim number 6. Largest tax cuts in history, with no tax on tips, overtime, Social Security. He called them the largest tax cuts in American history, highlighting no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for seniors. Rankings. These rank 6th through 7th as a share of GDP, behind Reagan's. Many provisions are temporary, expire 2028, capped, or limited. For example, not all seniors or earners qualify. It's partial relief, not the historic total wipeout described. Misleading claim number 7. Zero illegal admissions, strongest border ever. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted, creating the strongest and most secure border in American history. Crossings have plunged dramatically, from high Biden-era numbers to under 10,000 encounters monthly, thanks to strict policies. But not 0, thousands still occurred recently. The sharp drop began trends under Biden, too. 0 is absolute and inaccurate. Misleading claim number 8. 11,888 murderers and millions from prisons institutions allowed in. He said Biden let in 11,888 murderers, plus millions from prisons and mental institutions. The number refers to non-citizens with homicide convictions over decades, including Trump's first term, mostly convicted after entry and often in custody. No proof of mass releases from foreign prisons or institutions. It's cherry-picked to inflame fears. Misleading claim number 9. Ended 8 wars. Trump claimed he ended 8 wars in his first year back. This is overstated. It counts diplomatic fixes, ongoing conflicts, like Gaza ceasefires violated or DRC issues, and some resumed tensions. He helped with some de-escalations, but not 8 full war endings. Many weren't full wars or aren't truly over. Misleading claim number 10. Rampant cheating in elections. Cheating is rampant. The only way they can get elected is to cheat, with claims of crooked ballots. Fraud remains extremely rare, around 0.02% of votes per studies. No widespread evidence of systemic cheating, non-citizen voting, or mail-in issues flipping outcomes. Elections are certified secure by officials across parties. This echoes old, unsubstantiated claims. And there you have it, the top 10 from last night's address that didn't hold up under scrutiny. Speeches like this are meant to inspire and outline vision, but when facts get bent, it affects trust in what we're being told. Shout out to the fact-checkers at AP, CNN, NYT, PolitiFact, and others for the deep dives. If this episode got you thinking, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the exciting news dropping on the spot, right here on BJBulletin. Got thoughts on the speech? Comment below or hit me up. Thanks for listening. Stay sharp out there.